following live stream may include adult language and themes. How could we know for sure? Hasn't happened yet. Anyway, viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, wait.
She counted you down already.
I saw it twice. I think my Discord got weird.
Oh,
Hi,
weird.
everybody.
I was giving you a warning first that the countdown was coming, so you would pay attention.
Oh, there was a little too much happening. I got
But that's
overwhelmed.
usually what happens, and then our.
But that's usually what happens. It's okay.
And
hey, you know,
it's our.
It's all right. Yeah, it's a little quirky. It's a little. It's that sizzle on the fajita tray as they bring it out. They're like, that's just popping.
I was just getting in character by stealing the spotlight. That's all.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I'm also in character because you, our humble audience, what you don't know is we answer questions before we get live on stream, and we're all supposed to ask one question, answer one question, but I didn't want to answer the other question, so now I don't have to. Bye.
We'll make her do it when the stream's over. Don't you worry, audience. Hi, everybody. Welcome and welcome, adventurers. We are back this week with another D&D installment of our ongoing series, Ascensia. I am joined by four of my favorite people to play D&D with, Erika, Katie, Megan, James. How are we feeling this fine evening?
Better now.
Off kilter.
A little off kilter?
But in a
All
fun
right,
way,
cool.
right?
Yeah, in that like, I don't know what's going to happen, and it's kind of cool way.
Lean into it, and it'll get fun.
That's right. You yes and the weird. You yes and the weird.
Much better
last
than
time,
into despair.
Absolutely. Last time on Ascensia, our party did a whole lot of whoop-ass. Last time was a big combat session. They had finally arrived in the Shadowfell after traipsing along for a little bit. They came across some rather unsavory vampires, a number of them. And these vampires were peculiar. They were almost feral. They did not really have any sort of intellect. They just wanted to feed. And then upon slaying them, from the wounds erupted these blood mephits that created a frenzy in the fight, adding another element of danger. The party was making really good headway, though, clear and cutting these vampires, but it became apparent that there were a lot of them and that they were going to be overwhelmed. But in that very Deus Ex Machina fashion, an NPC showed up at the end, Count Vladislav, a vampire lord, and his sister, and they whisked the party away to parts unknown, really. There is a Vladislavia was a town of some antiquity in Karajid that Odessa would have familiarity with, and probably Dimitra from her archaeology knowledge. It was a town that there was some mystery surrounding because it just up and disappeared. But this was ancient lore, not really pop culture kind of stuff in Karajid. And upon arriving in this town, you know, coming out of the black miasma that was the Shadowfell in the void light, they came into a sunny town. A sun that yielded no warmth, however. And the town, at least at a first glance, seems to be populated by quite a few vampires. So did I miss anything? Y'all were chatting about, y'all were doing notes when I put my headphones on. I miss anything?
You described those vampires as unsavory, but I think with the right seasoning, they'd be actually quite savory.
Probably, you know, if you do like a garlic and herb, you know. Yeah. I vampire jerky, I'd give it a try.
No.
I say that. I'd try it.
You're too close to people.
Any hoodle. Yeah, so you guys are on the outskirts of this town. I do have some at least reminiscent artwork on one of my boards. I don't think the characters are on there. Are the characters on there? No. Okay, cool. So you guys are on the outskirts of this village. It's a little bit sprawling. There's some trees here and there. At a glance, if you were to stop and take it in, this is distinctly different from where we were previously, where the material plane trees were being influenced by the Shadowfell. That seems to be pushed back here. This seems to be more akin to the actual native material plane plants and whatnot. There are a few people in the nearby, and you can hear other voices and things coming from the town. Count Vladislav is standing there, and I do have artwork for him, so I'll drop him on. Oh, God. Bloop.
You guys are stealing my look.
He's so much older than you, though, so... This is going to be an awkward conversation. All right, so if right out the gate, anything we want to do or say?
So, hi, Count. Thanks for saving our lives. Not to look a gift horse in the mouth or anything, but why?
Oh, please, don't call me Count. That is so formal. Call me Halkir. And your name is?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've only just recently become familiar with vampires. Like, is it okay for me to tell you my name?
But be careful about that.
That is a fair point. I have heard tell that there are certain fae that if you give them your name, you will end up regretting this. As far as I know, there is no danger in you giving me your name, but I'm not going to pressure you. You do you. I can just call you Goat Girl if you like.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can call me Goat Girl. I don't mind that. And then I'll call you Fang Boy.
That's fine by me. It's going to be a little bit confusing. That is what we call one of our stable boys, but that is okay. We will cross that bridge when we come to it, yeah?
Okay, so you have not yet answered my question, FB.
Oh, what was your question again? I got so kerfuffled.
Why did you save our lives?
It is not good to have mortals adding to the already dangerous numbers of feral vampires that we have roaming in the void light around our city. That and some of those individuals did used to live here, and we feel a little bit weird about people killing them. We know that they can't help it because, but it still just kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth, you know? So sort of 50-50, not wanting you to become like them, but also not wanting you to kill all of them.
Gotcha. So we're just trying to avoid a mess in general.
Pretty much, yeah. Avoiding mess all around.
So why don't you...
I'm terribly confused, though. What were you doing out there? Clearly... Well, apart from this one, he says, looking at Zenalia, you're not from the Shadowfell. You two are very perplexing that you were here. I am familiar with your kind. In fact, we have quite a few Firbolg living among us. What all are you doing here?
I'm sorry, what? What did you say? Did you say you have Firbolg living here?
Yes. Oh, come. I will show you around the town, give you a little bit of a tour. Come. And he leads you down this main walkway into the town, and it's a very picturesque sort of fantasy town. The main thing that will be unignorable is that the sky is very strange. It is very bright, but there is no sun. There are no clouds. It's almost like you're in like a green screen room, but it's sky colored. But even that is not. It's like a grayish kind of color. The people moving about the town, they do take notice of you, and you can tell that a good number of them are vampires, and there are Fearbolg. The Fearbolg are not vampires, but they seem to be commingling and cohabitating just fine. He leads.
Sorry, I have a history question. When the town that went missing was in Karja, did it have a Fearbolg population at the time?
So that is unknown. What you know for certain about the disappearance of the town is that the region that it was in is in the northwestern part of the island, which is neighbors Avenfjord. So it would have been a part of the province that buffered the province that Odessa's people are from.
Okay, cool.
And another thing about that particular region is it is often referred to as a wilder land. It is home to a number of small tribal sort of towns and settlements. There aren't any big cities. It is a part of the country that is believed to have been ravaged by all manner of natural disasters and so forth. Natural and unnatural, probably, in this world, or paranatural. It is also home to a few Fae settlements. That is where there are some of the Fae camps, refugee camps back in Karja.
Howdy. I don't mean to be rude or presumptuous, but if you hear tell of vampires, usually they subsist upon the blood of others.
Yes, this is a factual statement.
Okay, good. I didn't want to be too presumptuous. I know what it is to judge a book by its cover. But seeing as we have blood, is there any cause for concern while we're here?
This is a natural question for one in your position to be asking. He leans towards you a little bit, Vigo, and kind of motions for you to come closer.
I'm going to lean in closer too.
He very purposefully tries to steer you and Vigo away from everybody. Like, puts his cape up and everything. Do they know?
You? No?
Your heartbeat is sounding a little different, and it is something that I have grown accustomed to. The cardioplasticity of the Linnean heart is quite fascinating, actually. It must, expand and contract quite a bit in order to you know how blood flow works, yes?
Not at all, actually. But
do they know, though? I don't want to spoil any surprises.
Yes, they're aware, as is apparently an ever-increasing percentage of the population. Yes.
I understand that this is probably most vexing for you. You would like this to be secret, yes?
Generally, yes. With these folks here, it's okay. And it's something by necessity. But, yes.
Well, to your question, yes.
Yes.
Right. Mum is the word, as they say. To your question, it is... a few, yes, down in the lower levels. Long story. In Vladislavia, most of the people here have a fairly resolute control of the dark gift. That does become a little bit strenuous at nightfall. And in that situation, I would advise for you to make sure that you are on the palace grounds. And he gestures up the hill, and you can see the town has a sort of natural incline. And up at the top of the hill, you see this very stately-looking property. the palace grounds will be safe for you after dark. I do believe there is a safe house somewhere in town, but to be perfectly honest, it's been so long since we've had any mortals come through from at least your side of the woods that I forget where it is off the top of my head, but I'm sure that we can rectify that.
Okay, but then what do all the furbolgs do? Do you just not like the taste of furbolg?
The Furbolg and we have an understanding. We have been coexisting together for, hundreds of years now.
You
You
just don't like how they taste?
Well, they just agree not to eat them because they're neighbors.
Right. They help to protect and cultivate the land. Firbolg are quite adept when it comes to natural magics, and they help to sustain the life here so that we can grow livestock to keep the overwhelming voraciousness that tends to overcome fledgling vampires. We also, not to make your friend here uncomfortable, he says, once again gesturing at Zenalia, the Shadar Kai from the neighboring thought space sometimes wander a little too far, and the false queen sends spies on the regular, and we happily indulge in that regard.
I'm sorry, there is so much to unpack right now. The first question before you kept talking was, why do you and Rosie sound so similar? Your accents sound like you're from neighboring countries, not gonna lie.
I noticed that.
So that's interesting. And then
Also, I didn't get to introduce myself, but hello, I am Rosie.
Yes. Where is it that you are from?
Oh, I am from Karujid.
Yes. Whereabouts? You're from Avenfjord.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was under the.
I was born at the foot of the mountains in Avenfjord.
This accent sharing would likely be because Vladislavia once neighbored this same region.
You are the disappeared city!
Quite a bit more than a city, but yes. It is most unfortunate that we fell into sort of a interdimensional mishap.
Oh, me too!
Yes, I was curious. I have heard this among some Fae that there have been some displacing going on, yes?
Yes, very interestingly. Everyone I've met has been displaced from the Feywild into the material plane. I had not heard of anything from the material plane winding up in Shadowfell. Is that common to any? Is there a lot of that going on in here too?
There's not a lot of that going on, but it has happened. There was like a big Shadowfell material plane displacement event.
Yes, this makes sense. I have actually been studying this phenomenon for yes.
So does that mean there are pieces
Hold
of
on,
the Shadowfell?
James had a question, Meg.
Meg can ask her question first. Go ahead.
I was just wondering if that means there are pieces of the Shadowfell in the Feywild. If the Feywild came to us and we went here. Or how many other planes are involved?
That's that was my question: is how many planes are there? And
we could discuss planar cosmology if you want. I mean, there's lots. What all the planes that Vigo knows about?
Buckle up.
Sure.
Take
These three.
Okay.
Probably, maybe the ethereal plane is probably a fairly colloquial, like a commonly spoken of.
Plane, like
but the elemental plane of fire, the elemental plane of ice, there is a form of Avernus.
Have we come across any intrusions from those planes in our travels heretofore? No. Okay.
This is news to us, I guess.
Yes, the revelation of pieces of the material plane winding up somewhere else is absolutely news. Yes.
Okay.
So then
you're very welcome.
It stands to reason, right, then that pieces of the material plane have also wound up not just here in the Shadowfell, but in the Feywild.
This is one potentiality, yes. I have been studying this phenomenon for quite a few years, you see. In our early days after the initial incident, I was very headstrong in trying to figure out a way to rectify it, to take everyone home. You understand that it was not like this when we first came. All of this normalcy took many years of sacrifice and study and effort. A great number of our citizenry perished. The Shadowfell is not a very hospitable place, let alone to so many mortals.
Sure.
But come, we can discuss more about this planar theory. I can show you my study. And you
Great.
must
Was
be
everyone
famished.
vampires? Was everyone vampires when
No, that's
Oh.
the dark gift was just among my family at the time.
Oh,
Walking and talking, right?
yeah. So you made everybody your family?
Yeah.
Yes, this was the offer that was proposed by my grandfather.
That everyone become vampires?
Yes, that everyone accepted the dark gift. I don't know how many vampires you have had the fortune or
One.
misfortune of interacting with. Oh, well, and as he's talking, he kind of like his body starts to morph, and his hands glow, his fingers get longer, and he has these claws, and his jaw unhinges a little bit, and his teeth get real monstrous.
Ooh.
And he kind of relaxes, and it goes away. Much more adept at handling ourselves surrounded by eldritch nightmares than squishy mortals. Not everyone wanted to take the dark gift, and we did not force it on anyone that did not want to. A great many of the Firbolg were not interested, and so they remained and have been thriving in their part of the province. We made those who wanted to join the family, gave them the ability to do so, and those that did not, well, they are remembered fondly. You can visit the memorial. We have a cemetery.
Wait, what killed them? Why did they die?
Well, in the earliest days, it was the ghasts coming in from the sorrow swamps to the east. Later on, it was the night gaunts. Oh, there was that whole incident with the gazers. Spectator came through. Awful.
From were they affiliated with what's his face?
Yes,
remnants on the name.
Remnants of some war.
Okay.
Grixon.
Yes, Grixon. Okay, so Grixon's minions were harassing your town?
Oh, yes, along with every other nasty, hungry thing.
And the Raven Queen spies as well.
That has become a more recent problem. The Raven King and my father had an agreement, something that to help keep our little pocket safe. And since then, she has been fervently trying to get her claws in.
So
now you see people like me, and it's for them?
Not inherently. It really depends on who is in the hunting party, truth be told. We employ some different tactics to try to assess. We actually have quite a few refugees from Felastra that have defected. We have put them up in a small camp in the western part of the province.
What's Felastra?
Felastra is the Raven Queen, the false queen city.
Oh, you have refugees. We are actually looking for a friend who is trying to get away from the Raven Queen.
Hmm.
Katie doesn't remember the name, but maybe somebody else does.
That was
What is the name of the people that we are looking for?
ages ago.
I have to look back at my notes.
Heinrich, he leads you guys through the town. There are some that regard you with suspicious eyes. You can tell that they probably don't see this many strangers freely moving about the town, let alone like with the seemingly like a lord of the town. But he leads you up this long path through sort of picturesque rows of trees onto the palace grounds, and there is a very large like portcullis gate and a wall, and when you step through that gate, anybody who is the utmost magically inclined would get this feeling like all of a sudden you step inside and the air is a little bit different, like you have passed through some sort of protective barrier. The grounds themselves are very well taken care of. There are sets of mage hands all over the place, like cutting topiary head sculptures and taking care of flowers and things. The property itself has one main large house with a large tower, and there are a number of smaller houses around it. If you've ever been to like a colonial kind of estate, it's got similar vibe, but with a little more medieval feel to it. And hi, everybody in the chat.
Are we looking for someone who might be like Vico's like cousin or something?
So yeah, you guys met Vigo's cousin, and they
Quiet, right?
Quiet, right? And they let you know that there were others from Vigo's Vale that had been taken.
Yes,
there's
so
some
people we're looking for.
Raven Queen doing experimentation stuff that she has been capturing changeling and carting them off someplace to do experiments on them.
Even though my ale is all dead.
But that was what you thought. But it seems that several of them are in the. They're being held captive by the Raven Queen, and now we're trying to find out if they are among those who have escaped.
Allegedly.
Right. So I was just trying to find names. We got someone's name at some point, but I am not seeing it.
I apparently did not write it down because
yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know for certain that I gave you a name, and I don't.
You did give us at least one name. We have one name.
Yeah, there was a rebel dude down here that we were supposed to.
Oh, Renfrey is the rebel dude.
No, not Renfrey. Oh my god, this is gonna drive me crazy.
Because it was the person that Quiet talked about.
The person that Quiet talked about.
And by talked about, I mean communicated telepathically. I remember this, but I don't have it written down.
This is the entire reason we're here.
Yeah. It was right before we stopped recording episodes and started doing them live again.
Oh boy, that's been a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Neck?
Is it Neck?
I think it's Neck. Neck went to the bad house.
Yes.
Neck is the person that we are looking for.
Pulled the knife.
Good job, Katie.
Neck had similar scarring.
Damn it.
I wrote down a lot about Neck.
Yes, well. Neck is your possible cousin.
And then the next page in my notes is my daughter was practicing writing. Got a hold of my notebook.
I was about to say Vico has a daughter.
Yeah.
But I'm here now. Okay, so sorry, I'm clued back in. What is happening in the actual game at the moment?
You have been following Count Vladislav through the town, and he's led you up to the palace grounds. Crossing the threshold of the gate, there's you get the impression that you have passed into some sort of magic barrier. He's just Yeah, he's just
Yes.
leading you to the main house. Come, you must be hungry. You,
So
if you would like
hungry.
to refresh, you're all very filthy. If you would like to bathe and rest a
Yes.
little bit.
All of that, yes. But before that, you mentioned that there are refugees here from Philestra.
Yes.
Do you know the names of the refugees or know someone who we could talk to about those refugees?
There is a one of the Firbolg in the town, Castra. She is sort of the point for the refugee camp, and you could go to the camp yourself. Unfortunately, no, I do not know all of their names. I have not spent a lot of time down there. Some of them a little bit
Just like
weirded
one of the
out
authorities, right, Viga?
about the teeth make them uncomfortable, and I don't want to add to an already stressful situation.
They are traumatized. That is true. It is okay. We will ask Kestra, the Firbolg.
After a bath and
Yes, come inside,
other
refresh
things, yes.
yourselves, have something to eat, tour the grounds if you like. The only thing I would ask is for you to stay out of the tower and out of the cellar.
Oh, don't tell Demetra not to go
Oh.
places. That's a disaster. Waiting to happen.
It's almost like I wrote it.
the way that I just perked up.
Oh, I know. Again, it's almost like I wrote it. It's fucking crazy, right? Can you believe it?
Oh.
The tower and the cellar, you say? What's in the tower and the cellar?
The tower is where my grandfather resides, and he is, as you can imagine, quite old, quite frail, and he is not overtly fond of visitors. The cellar is where we have prisoners and our resting places. So, you know,
Private quarters.
no touchy.
Well, two very brief questions. Number one, are there any treasures that are going to draw our attention to either the tower or the cellar? I request that you say no.
Treasures? There are no treasures in the cellar, that's for sure.
Or the tower.
I can't speak for certain about the tower. It has been a long time since I have gone in there. My grandfather did have something of a thing for collecting exotic weapons, but treasure is sort of a relative term, you know. I'm not. What do you I would describe this flower as a treasure. You know.
Unfortunately,
That's
you're
so
talking to some people that would
That's
describe
so
treasure
sweet.
as anything that's not nailed down. So,
And you
the
would be one
real-
of those people.
I
The
am included.
real pleasure is being where you're not supposed to be.
Yes, we'll
Please don't go in the tower, and please don't go in the cellar. It
It
really.
seems like it would be a bad idea for all involved. Second question.
I put it this way: I cannot guarantee your safety if you do. Fair?
That is absolutely fair. Yes, we'll bear that in mind. 100%.
Yes. Your other question, and I'm so sorry, I did not catch your name.
You know, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Fair enough. And you are you also not going to give me your name?
Nah.
Fair.
Just yeah.
Hey.
Whatever you want to come up with is good enough for me.
Okay.
But question. I did meet another vampire one time, and everyone was going on and on about how similar we were and how I seemed to just be a copy of him, but really I didn't sound anything like him. He sounded a bit more like, "Hello, darling." And so I just want to make sure that he wasn't here. He was. You don't know that one, do you?
You know, I do think I know this guy. He
Yes.
runs really funny, right? He runs weird.
Especially if he's
Right?
caught out in the sun. Yes.
The way he runs, just always no. He's not around. I know him, but he's not here.
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure there weren't going to be any unfair or unnecessary comparisons between the two of us.
Right, we don't want that.
No, not at all. All right, Hauki, it's been a true pleasure.
We
So
make ourselves
we're
at home.
bath,
what now?
change, and then dinner. But what kind? Do you have like real? Do you have?
Yes, yes. Oh, we have the finest meals that magic can provide. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you eat blood steaks or whatever. I mean, you
It
can
honestly
try it
doesn't
if you like.
matter. It
We
honestly
could always
doesn't
have
matter
dinner
what
with the
I
fear
eat.
folks.
Oh
Please, I must insist. Join us for dinner. Yes.
Sounds good.
Sure.
no. Cool.
Excellent.
Sure.
You should find some quarters up these stairs here. The first door on the right. There is a large bath down the hall.
Oh boy,
Um,
James.
I knew it.
We will reconvene for dinner sharply at 6. And then as he like sort of gives you guys a little head nod bow and moves underneath the door. There's this large, what kind of looks like a flat orrery that is clearly like telling some kind of time. It looks like a big clock, more or less. And yeah, you guys can go have a short rest, or I guess a long rest. I don't really. Time is a lie, so.
I think if we're just resting up before dinner, I don't think that's a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but dinner might be included in the long resting.
I can't hear you, Katie. Are you talking? Katie,
Oh, sorry.
what?
Yeah, thank you. My cat was rubbing his face on my microphone and muted me.
Oh.
He's very cute though. I don't know.
Don't take that. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally.
He's very sweet. Any hoodle. Yes, so I have this excellent new lyre that I got from one of our allies that allows me to use a song of rest and help us in a short rest. So anyone who can hear my performance will regain hit points at the end of the short rest. You get an extra 1d6 hit points at the end. As long as you spend 1 or more hit dice.
Cool.
Groovy.
Do we get bardic inspirations back in a short rest?
I don't think so, but I
Mm-mm.
honestly
So either.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
that's a good start.
Rude. Oh, here it
Can you
is.
remind me how the spell slots
Yeah, long
work?
rest.
Since Odessa's new to keeping up with her magic.
Get spell slots back unless it's on a long rest.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's just hit points then.
Just hit points.
Hit points based on your hit die.
And we can use up to 12 hit die.
Correct.
Mhm.
Cool. And then you
There
get
are-
an additional 1d6.
There are extraneous circumstances, certain feats, certain items, certain spells, certain abilities that will sometimes be affected by a short rest, but it would say so in the description of whatever it is.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so you all, when you find this room, it's a rather nice, it's very nice. There are beds for each of you. There are also wardrobes with a number of different garments. It would probably take Odessa some doing to find something that would fit, but she probably could if anybody wants to change into something more appropriate for dinner. These are things that we seldom think about when we're playing D&D,
I have my
but I
dress
wanted to
of
throw it out
dresses.
there.
I will put on my dress of dresses.
How
So
fancy
if we
Of
change for dinner, does that impact our armor class?
Yes, it would be taking your armor off. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to dinner.
It's a pragmatic choice. I
But
get it, you know.
see, if you have a chain shirt, you can just put your finery on
Yeah, I
top
was
of your
going to
chain
say, if
shirt.
I remember correctly, I believe the dressmaker built this over my armor.
But your
my leather
armor was leather armor, and leather armor fits tight. So
Yeah.
I that's more believable than freaking
chain.
chainmail. Yeah.
Do you have plate? Is that what you're wearing? Is plate armor?
Yeah, I don't think that I can put a dress over plate armor.
You could have
Stunning.
her put a dress under plate armor.
I'll get you a cloak of I'm wearing a dress.
And then you could have a fancy surcoat on top of your armor.
There we go.
Ooh, wow.
That'd be fancy.
So
No,
you're
okay.
gonna have-
There's probably is some kind of like what's that called? Regalia from the order.
So you're just going to be sitting at the dinner table in full plate.
Well, once she pounds her fist on the table, it'll be much more effective.
Border.
Yeah,
it's more
Demetra will
intimidating that
totally.
way. No. I
What
still don't know how I feel about these guys.
Fair enough.
sort of finery does she find? She likes nice things.
Oh, high or low.
Hi.
You find the perfect sized dress. It is made out of layered green fabrics, varying shades of green. That when the skirt falls, it kind of gives that like ombre kind of
Pretty.
look to it, and the top goes to like a gradual fade to like yellow, and it looks like a daffodil.
I like daffodils. That sounds pretty. What should I do with my disgusting clothes?
Prestidigitate them.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking I could, but like there's only so
Maybe
I
you
wanna say
should
there's only
actually
so
wash 'em.
much. Yeah, there's only
Yeah.
so much magic can actually do over time, and it's
Magic
probably,
doesn't
like,
get rid of any bacteria. It's just for
it's
show.
just
Like,
it's just aesthetics.
No, it's still there.
and you can feel it. Like it's starting. It's in that thing where you can like fold and crease the
It's a
fabric.
minor trick. It cannot
like-
actually work wonders.
Yeah. So as you are like getting your soiled clothes, look for some. A pair of mage hands appears and reaches out for them.
Oh.
Okay, well, these are like one of the only things that I own, so I would really appreciate getting these back in one piece and in a timely fashion. Okay, thanks.
And they
Thank
go out
you.
the door down the hall.
Wait, can I yell out to the mage hands? Be like, do you polish armor as well?
Your little
Hello.
Susan.
Hello.
No response.
Cool.
All right, so we have changed.
A sheen?
What?
Do you want to be giving off a sheen as you wander about the Shadowfell?
I don't know.
Seems unhelpful. Yes,
We
costume
just have to be
changes.
quiet. We have to be quiet, not dull.
Yeah.
It does make her easier
Wow.
to see. I
You
know
wear
your
a
point.
bright red coat and you steal things for a
And
living.
you know what
I
it doesn't do? It doesn't reflect light because it's not metal,
It does
And it
draw the
doesn't,
eye,
like,
though.
It does
as
draw
well
the
it
eye.
should. In any event, it draws attention from people who want to have their attention on, not from creatures
Look over
amongst the dark.
here. Look over
Yes.
here.
So are our rooms like all like right next to each other? Are we in the same room?
It's
Are
one.
we-
It's one
Do we have
big
a
room. It's one
suite?
big room.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like one big room where each of you has a bed, and yeah.
Maybe a wash
Oh,
basin.
good.
There's a washroom down the hall.
Okay.
Do I also have a fun costume change? Is there a good one?
If you high or low.
Hi.
You find something that is the perfect shade of red, but it is just a little bit ill-fitting. But you probably like weigh the option and decide to.
See that
And
I
so
can
the
prestidigitate.
sleeves are a little short.
It's a little tight, so I just leave it unbuttoned.
Yeah. Just walk
Let it
around like
breathe.
this.
Let it
Just-
breathe.
Yeah,
Trying to keep that charm
very-
going.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you flexing?
We can hide the problem with the
So-
sleeves by wearing the coat. It's fine.
So, friends, when are we going to go visit his grandfather?
I was wondering if we go for the basement first, like the
What?
cellar,
What?
and then the refugee thing.
Look, there is a difference between wanting to explore and take things that don't belong to you and running headlong into a death trap.
Yes, and
You
we
don't
do
know
not,
that it's a death trap.
We're in a vampire lord's lair.
It's
we
just a
do not-
prison. They're all behind bars. We should
They
first
are,
find
but
out.
we were told not to go down there.
Man, I played
But
Curse of Strahd.
why?
Fuck that.
But why? What are they hiding down there? Don't you
It's
want to
literally just their private quarters, and they don't want you to go in their
No,
bedroom. Like,
It's
He also
prisoners.
said-
Why?
He also said there were.
What?
He also said
But
there were
what-
prisoners down there.
What prisoners are we keeping? Are they legitimately imprisoned? What did they do wrong? We don't know.
There is only one thing in this entire world that I want more than to go and find out what you're talking about, and that's preserving my life. So, I would
What
suggest
about the prisoners could be other people from the Shadowfell that like here and they didn't kill all the way? And what if they're good people and they didn't give them
and
the right
okay,
information?
here,
to lose
this,
control
the way
in
we
your
find
name.
that out
Yes.
is we go talk to people. We do not go into the forbidden spaces first until we have evidence that there is reason to, okay? Because they are giving us hospitality, they have fed us, they have given us beds to sleep
Well,
in. It is no good to throw that away, especially in a strange land where we might need hospitality again. We don't know. Better to preserve the relationship until we know there is a reason. We have not any evidence that they are doing anything wrong. But if we go out
Odessa.
there and we talk to the what?
When you're finished, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
When you're finished.
Well, you interrupted the monologue,
You,
so now
I'm
you
I
interrupted
done.
her thought. So,
We go
so
out there,
let-
we talk to the refugees, we talk to the people who live here, and they will tell us if they do not like what is going on here.
So what I'm hearing is after dinner.
I think we
must
go to the
understand
refugees
How
first.
dire the situation is if I'm agreeing with Odessa. Like,
And we
I cannot
can't
stress this enough.
go out overnight, right? There's like a whole night thing, and so we've got to
Okay.
stay here overnight, and then we can see the refugees in the morning.
Yes.
What she
Okay,
say?
so after lunch tomorrow, we can go
Yes.
in the cellar.
We can go to the neighboring people. We can go outside. That's where we can go. I got
Okay,
a
so
16
speaking of
on that.
dire,
Was that a wisdom
Ego?
saving throw, Michael?
saving.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a 16
Eagle.
plus 4 for a dirty 20.
I am agreeing with the paladin, by the way.
Only
Yeah,
because
that's
I want
not
to
very
potentially
paladin-like.
rescue my people.
You
Want
don't
to
know that they
steal
need
anything?
rescuing. You have to find out first.
I can promise you his grandfather doesn't need rescuing, so we can stay the bloody
okay.
hell out of the tower.
We can say we can.
Grandfather.
Okay, but think of the knowledge that his grandfather has. He's
We
so
do not invade the
old.
personal space of the elderly without consent. We do not do that.
Yep. I agree
do
with
not
Okay, but
that.
the last time I did that, I got this really cool Arcana graph that's going to help us out.
Do
Okay,
you
but
want
he
to
gave you
resolve-
consent afterwards, and that was not nice of you. Just because you got a good result, it was not good of you to impose upon him before getting consent.
Look,
We
Just
were
because it
literally
works
told
out
that
doesn't
this-
mean it was right.
We were
I,
told this grandfather man doesn't like company.
if we were in
Yeah.
a vampire's castle and we could look out beyond the ramparts of the castle and see a town full of villagers who are under the vile thumb of their vampire lord, I would say let's rabble rouse and grab the people and do everything you're saying. It's a town full of vampires. This is not, the odds are not in our favor, and rarely are they. But in this particular instance, I do wish to keep my head attached to my shoulders.
So we should talk to the Furbolgs about the prisoners in the cellar.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, fine, yes, we'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
and then we can reassess.
At lunch tomorrow.
At lunch tomorrow.
If
Well,
not before then.
Yeah, before we can go in the
Great.
morning.
So after
breakfast.
lunch, we'll go in the cellar. Deal. Let's go. Time for dinner.
All right, and on that note, you hear the chime of whatever the timekeeping device is, and head downstairs. The place isn't sprawling enough that you're not able to find your way to the dining room. And as you would expect, there is a long table with several candelabras lit. There are also sconces all around the walls. You can even hear music being played from a enchanted harp in the corner. Quite lovely ambiance, the fireplace roaring on one wall. At one end of the table, you see Count Vladislav. He's standing and smiling as you come in. And sitting next to him, in the corner spot next to him, is the female vampire that we saw earlier, his sister. Yes, and then there is a third vampire who is considerably younger than the other two, who is standing but looks much more sour and sullen. General emo vampire boy. Please come in. Have a seat.
Odessa will settle into one of the chairs and take out like a honing stone and start lovingly honing the edge of her halberd because he said sharply at 6.
That is a peculiar dinner time practice, but who am I to judge?
Sorry, since when? Wait, are you actually making a pun, Odessa, or is this?
With my action, I did not say anything.
You have confused even me. All right.
She's being autistically literal and also making a pun by accident.
Right. I didn't know if it was on purpose. Okay. Any hors d'oeuvres, amuse-bouche?
I was unsure on what all of you would want to dine, so I thought that I would prepare a smattering of Vladislav favorites. And then from presumably the kitchen door, you see a train of those mage hands carrying platters with domes on top of them. Yes.
Is there any gray stuff? And is it delicious?
Not yet.
It's probably dessert.
But they float out and they kind of float around the table and they all come to rest. And then when the lids come off, you see a spread of things that you would recognize probably from Karujid. Maybe a little old-fashioned in their preparation, but you see whatever you picture as meals that Odessa had in Avenfjord, home cooking style. At their plates, what looks like basically a congealed blood steak is on the plate, and wine glasses, presumably also filled with blood. There are several pitchers that come out offering some hot beverages as well as some chilled ones. And you know what? High or low? Demetra.
Hi.
There sadly is no delicious looking gray stuff.
Can I ask the dishes?
Can you ask the dishes? No. There aren't any dishes. The mage hands sort of dissipate after they set everything down.
It's just making a Beauty and the Beast joke. It's okay.
Oh, I know. I decided to just ignore it entirely.
It doesn't go away if you ignore it. Like.
Count Vladislav raises his glass. A toast. Do it to new friends and revelations.
Here.
And then he sits down. Please eat. And on that note, I think it's probably a good spot to go to our break.
Good call.
Don't go nowhere.
We
We'll be right back.
will be back in 10.
Let's go.
Hey, we are back. Sorry, my computer decided to be real weird all of a sudden. As is the usual, we hope you had a pleasant bathroom break. If you're just now joining us, we're about to sit down to dinner with some vampires. Welcome back.
Dinner with
As one does.
vampires. Dinner with vampires.
Dinner
As-
here with the vampire.
Oh, jeez. That was bad.
I'll see myself out.
Bye.
Even by our standards.
Don't get me shit about dad jokes.
Well, yeah, because you're not a dad. But Tish.
I have dad energy.
Oh. That actually tracks.
Don't even with me.
a little bit.
I felt like
That's
my
right.
dad's strength really came in the other day because my dog was being very annoying and wouldn't come inside. So I just picked up a 100-pound dog and carried him inside without any problems. I was just like, I'm done with you.
Sometimes you just got to do that.
He's got to.
Well, we're sitting down with Lord Vladislav, his sister, and another vampire. So, you must be brimming with questions.
Yes, is this the region that disappeared? Did you get displaced here from Karjid? Is that how you came to be here?
That is what I have surmised in my years of study. That yes, some sort of interdimensional rift of a sort opened up and pulled the province here into the Shadowfell. For the first few decades, we sort of were adrift in the void light, the miasma that makes up much of the plane. And after a number of losses, we decided to grow our family and bolster our defenses. My great-grandfather, he is responsible for the magic that creates the day and night cycle that keeps our city functioning, really. Powerful illusion magic.
Very cool. How do you maintain all of that illusion magic 24/7?
That's a sort of a complicated question. Are you familiar with the chrono magics at all? Time alteration, any of that sort of thing?
Sure.
Little
Give me a
bit.
deception check.
A what?
A deception check.
How do you know
Am
I
I-
might.
Am I familiar with chrono magics? Okay, thank you.
I can't foresee any reason for that to be. It's like the rarest of the rare magic.
An arcane check, just in case.
Because sure, fine. You want to make an Arcana check? We'll see if you've heard of it. There you go. Chrono magics are like it's the rarest of the rare, but for the main reason being you don't fuck with time.
16.
Generally speaking. You maybe in the hushed whispers of arcane circles you've heard the term chronomagics, but no like firsthand. Probably the closest thing that any of you would have any sort of context for would be like spells like time stop or haste
Sure.
or slow. Those were probably the extent of your chronomagic.
I do love
knowledge.
being hasted.
Oh, haste fucking rules. Like
Oh, Demetra loves haste.
Yeah.
It is
that
a
makes sense.
cruel twist of fate that haste is not on any of her spell lists.
Yeah. Oh, can I take haste? Hold on.
No, it's not a paladin spell.
Demetra would be so happy.
I know.
She loves to be fast.
I also
Essentially, to put it in simple terms, through a combination of illusion and alteration magics combined with very powerful chrono magics, my great grandfather is able to keep up the illusion. The Firbolg people tend to the plants, and they sort of help to bolster that in a sense.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes. But I'm sorry, I'm not following exactly what time has to do with the illusion. Is it like grabbing a memory of a different time and projecting it, or what? How does time fit into that?
It's a bit technical, really.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
feel
have
pretty chrono-crossed by this.
it doesn't have so much to do with the time of it's externally really the time focused around my great grandfather. It's complicated.
Is that what he spends all day doing? Just like powering? He's just a battery all day long?
What is a battery?
The thing that powers everything? Like he's just constantly upkeeping?
More or less.
Huh. That must be exhausting.
Hence why he is not fond of visitors.
So, how old are you? Is that rude?
Oh.
It's kind of a rude question, Odessa.
Is it?
You know, I will forgive
Oh, sorry.
that. That's funny. I will forgive this rudeness. I don't really perceive it as such. If you will extend some forgiveness my way, because truth be told, I feel like I have lost track. Must be approaching 1350.
So you were. What I really was after was so you were displaced.
Oh yes,
So you used to be in Karujid.
yes.
Cool. Were you a vampire while you were there also?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense because otherwise you're way too old.
Yes.
Can vampires die naturally?
Yes. Naturally,
Just by
but
nature, without being killed.
Sort of. If a vampire stops taking care of themselves, their bodies, just like any other creatures, will begin to deteriorate.
Okay.
There is a very strong belief among our kind that this does not necessarily result in the natural death of the vampire, but more of a transformation. It turns the vampire into a more ravenous, dangerous sort of predator, which then shortly thereafter, they are usually short-lived.
Is that the ones that were chasing us? Is that what happened to them? Did they used to be you guys and then they stopped taking care of themselves?
Some of them to a certain extent, yes. Some of them, the dark gift can be too much for some. And if the hunger becomes so great, the fledgling loses their ability to control themselves. And we did not have the heart to execute them, so a number of them were exiled.
Oh, so those were just we were being chased by raging teenagers.
Some roundabout sort of way.
But wait, I had one more question. I forget now. Oh, there's the blood method thing. The turning into the blood at the end of the life cycle. Is that normal, or is that like an additional affliction? Does that come with the dark curse, or?
That is a little jest from our would-be ruler, the false queen. She has somehow been able to cause some sort of manipulation among the population in the miasma to create this happenstance. Most unfortunate.
She's just a pill, isn't she?
Yes.
Would you be
Do we think that-
interested in helping us take her down?
You are not the first to broach such a question. At that point, the sister who's sitting there kind of like scoffs a little bit, and the younger vampire pushes his plate and backs his chair up and stands up and leaves the room. Ignored them. It's
wait,
but why?
Are they on her side?
no, nothing like that. My nephew, he does not agree with my resistance in getting involved in this civil war.
So he does want to fight. Come back!
What is his name?
Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Ludwig. Yell down the hallway, Ludwig! Wait! You have allies here!
And at that point, the sister leans forward and goes, and I'm Hayela.
Hi.
And this is my sister, Hayela.
Hayela, that is a pretty name.
Why, thank you.
Often shout out hello to people. Because she's.
Well, if my brother is being so rude as to not introduce me, then yes.
Your name seems to reflect.
And why wouldn't she want to introduce herself when there's a very beautiful furbolg in her midst?
Do you think she has not heard that joke before? Given that she has had that name for her entire life? Do you not think maybe she is tired of people making said connections to, greeting one another?
It hasn't come from me, so no.
I see. My apologies for my colleague, lady.
It is quite all right. I'm used to stupid mortals.
Me too.
You can't help it, dear. It's not your fault. You just simply haven't alive long enough to grow out of it.
I'd love to hear some of the wisdoms you have gained in your many years.
Oh, I would love to share some with you.
Oh, I think the two of you should share these things maybe after dinner. I hear there's a great bathhouse in the castle.
Oh, I love a good bath.
Baths are better with company.
At that, Heinrich, Hayela, if you'll excuse me, I'll look for you after dinner. She stands up and gives a little bow, cuts eyes at Heinrich, and leaves the room.
Demetra under the table is gonna just hold her hand out to Odessa for a little low five.
Also, because I just remembered, a moment for the halberds, please.
I noticed those earlier. They're super cool.
Katie got them for me for my birthday.
You just got to be careful headbanging.
Especially with this jacket, they get caught on the collar. Because they're so long and intimidating.
Why? My grandfather brokered a deal with the Raven King to afford us some security, an approximation of the magic he uses for his mirror wall to keep the Raven Queen at bay. It keeps some of the greater threats to our little home at bay. It is because of this arrangement that we have made with the Raven King that I cannot risk involvement in any sort of official or proper way. As much as I loathe this false queen and her ridiculous campaign, it would just be unwise.
I am
for my
confused.
people
You
to
say your
understand.
agreement was with the Raven King, but what agreement do you have with the false queen?
I have no agreement with the false queen.
So where is the problem?
So you won't support the Raven King?
The Raven King has asked us not to get involved.
What? Can you explain to me? I'm very sorry, I'm new here. Explain to me who the Raven King is, how he fits into all of this versus the Raven Queen and the False Queen. Can you just like give me a little recap about that?
Well, the Raven King, prior to the time of the Sundering, when this interdimensional snafu happened,
That's what you call it? Okay. This. So the sun.
Interdimensional snafu.
the Shadowfell was a unified space. This sundering caused a split, a rift, quite figuratively and literally. The Raven Queen sort of revealed herself to be a loyalist of Grixon and
The
wanted
real one?
to. See, this is unknown to me because I only know what we hear from the outside, and you would have to talk with someone from the inner workings
sure.
of the
So
court.
someone calling herself the Raven Queen was a loyalist of Grixon.
Bad.
Yes, bad. Caused the crux of which was the cause of this interdimensional snafu. Yes.
Does that mean
The
they
Ra-
caused the one that happened on Karujid as well? Like they caused the whole thing?
As far as I understand it, would you like to join me in my study?
Yes.
He stands
Are
up.
we done eating?
Roll for it.
Shovel it in your pockets.
I wouldn't know because I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you're done eating. Okay.
I'm
so
done
he-
eating.
So he stands up and he leads you.
Dinner aperitifs.
What? I didn't hear you cut out. I'm sorry.
Are there any post-dinner aperitifs?
The mage hands appear over in the corner and pour you a cordial.
How wonderful.
Demetrius just gonna look at it longingly.
So he leads you down the hall to a study, and inside there are it's like a very messy library workroom kind of space. There are several boards with all kinds of drawings and figures and things, and I will share all of that with y'all on Discord later because I did not get any of that stuff uploaded somehow. But I have all of it. About interplanar theory, and there are visual aids that show like how the planes intersect and the relationship of the material plane to the Shadowfell and the Feywild and this, that, and the other. Near as I can figure, Grixon was using some sort of ancient illicit magics that were causing these tears in order to invade the Feywild. However, the material plane is in sort of a juxtapositional linking between these planes. And when these tears happened between the Feywild and the Shadowfell, a mirrored version sort of happened between the material plane and the Feywild, and the material plane and the Shadowfell. Do you follow?
I follow. I also brought a tray of very cheap shots, and I hand that to Dimitra because you don't need to taste it to get drunk.
Yes. Please get
Where are
drunk
these?
So she has
before
more.
you sneak into the tower.
I can
Please
afford
get
to get
drunk.
you a lot of them because you can't taste how shitty they are.
I like
Where
that
did
it
these
was
come from?
quantified
How
by
did you
cheap.
get these?
We're in like a tavern or something, kind of, right? They have lots of supplies. They have magic bringing stuff up. So I just grab some. Grab
We're
some
not in a
things.
tavern.
Well,
Sure,
we're
yeah.
a dining room with magic providing
know-
food.
The fact that you procured these in this fancy castle means a lot to me.
You're
So yes, I shall partake. But in the
Oh,
meantime, Vigo, I need you to describe to me how these fancy aperitifs taste.
There you go. Just sip your cheap shot while he describes it to you and
don't.
imagine.
Why you drink that? We use that to polish the silver. What? This is bad. Don't drink that.
Count,
Right.
Count, you don't understand. Okay, there's a lot you don't know about me, and I've already had 2 of these shots very quickly. Uh,
Oh,
I am already halfway through the tray.
I am already partially drunk. It's fine. This is my natural state of being.
Tobacco, vanilla. Yes, very pleasing. And Katie got muted again.
okay, we got muted again.
God damn it. What you don't know about me is that I have a relationship with the false Raven Queen, and it is quite
Oh.
fraught. And this fraught relationship has resulted in her taking away my sense of taste, which is my most valued of senses. I don't see shit. I don't hear shit. But I taste a lot, and she took away that, and that was incredibly rude of her. So
What?
instead,
Seem to
I
be able to see somebody's abdominal muscles quite easily.
What sort of relationship did you have to where she got your taste? That's very strange.
Magic one.
she's very powerful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, you are a warlock.
Too late now to keep that a secret.
You don't strike me as the cleric sort, and you're
No.
definitely not a paladin.
No,
Only part.
I could be a sorcerer. You don't know.
Mm,
They don't quite have the same type of relationships
Yeah.
that
I,
you're describing.
don't. Yes, that has nothing to do with. That comes from books.
Books.
Anyway, your
Books,
business.
or does that come
What's
from
wizards?
just being awesome?
Sorcerers are just kind of like they're
Oh,
like
it's
naturally
wizard comes from
magic.
books.
Wizards
Okay.
have all the books.
Wizards have the books.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, and I don't
Nerds.
do books. I just go into ruins and find things.
I do books.
Oh. So you went into a ruin and you found the Raven Queen.
You're like really smart and astute.
The shots have hit quickly, huh?
Well, I am 1,300 years old.
He has a lot of wisdom, that one.
I
knew he
have
was
0 wisdom, so
He really does. This dude's stat block is ridiculous.
okay. I guess there's really no harm in telling you that yes, I had a pact with the Raven Queen. It has gone sour per se, as I have learned more about her. And she has soured on me as well. And she saw fit to take away my sense of taste, which is the best of all senses. I think we can both agree.
Honestly, yes, I would agree with that. I'm
Blood
curious.
operate the same way as like wine does? Does it have like do different people have like different tasting notes?
Oh, yes, quite so. Yes.
Is it like species or is it person to person?
No, this is both. All of them at once.
Interesting.
There are lots of
Okay,
factors.
never thought.
Anyway, what were you
Have you sought any sort of magic repudiations? Have you sought to end your contract?
I told her I wanted to end my contract, and she said no.
We need a magic lawyer.
Ah.
Vigo, do you know any lawyers?
I don't know any particularly, but I did meet one time, and he was a very fancy lawyer from out in other
Raleigh.
parts. Yes, he was from
Perfect.
parts unknown. I think I picked up a thing or two from him.
I don't really like lawyers.
They don't have
They're like
suspenders.
too lawful.
Okay, but you have a contract. That's who gets you out of the contract.
Right, but these aren't normal contracts. This is a metaphysical contract, so you would need
Chaotic
to
contracts.
consort. Yes. There is actually someone in town that you may benefit from speaking with.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, an old friend of mine named Einar.
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 Yes, Einar is something of a collector of artifacts,
Oh, I like that
stories, things of that nature.
Oh,
Um,
and stories.
he was very instrumental in helping to figure out various protections for the city early on.
And he has particular knowledge about the metaphysical contracts.
I know that he was once a warlock who broke his contract. So
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that
Okay,
is
so he's
interesting.
done it. We need to find out how he did it. Where
he
does
is
he
a
live?
little bit particular, though. Excuse for a moment.
Don't worry. I can get through anyone's defenses. We're fine.
All right, I will trust you to it then.
No, seriously, you were about to give us a bit of information. I think it would be useful.
Oh, sure. I can use information, but
Oh no, I was going to say bribery. He did.
Oh, okay.
I have something that I know that he would probably, and he's like walks over to like one corner of the room. There's this sort of messy shelf covered in a myriad of books and papers and little knickknacks and trinkets and things, and then he. Yes, this, and he hands you this very small, not very ornate box that's fashioned out of stone. This should be able to coax his tongue a little bit.
And you are willing to
I do
part with
appreciate
it for
coaxing
us?
someone's tongue.
Yes, he's been had his eye on it for years. It is just of sentimental value, really. And if I want it back, he'll just sell it to me at 10 times what it's worth. So it's no big deal.
Demetra is going to take the Count's hand and say, "That is just so nice of you. Thank you so much."
You're very welcome, goat girl.
Yes, that was very kind. Thank you.
What's the catch?
What's in the box?
Mhm.
Oh, give it a shake.
Demetra shakes it.
Everybody make a con save.
Shit.
That can't be good.
God darn it. Ugh.
17.
Bad.
15.
17 makes it.
9.
So Demetra is the only one that makes it. Even the Count failed it. He winces real sharp as this deafening, like, cricket shrieking insect noise comes out of the box. And he, this shrieking weevil. Awful. Stop.
It's not that bad.
Everybody take
Terrible.
5 psychic damage.
So I'm
But not me.
not doing that again.
I flick my ears back.
Yeah, right. Your ears just instantly.
Goat ears.
Particularly handy in warding off guests.
Warding off what? Guests?
Guests.
Yes.
No,
Guests.
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 Oh, shite. He goes and he gets a book and he opens it up, and it's a book that is written in Thessian, and it is sort of a bestiary of sorts. And he flips to a page about ghasts, these sort of amalgam of broken, tortured spirits that manifest corporeally.
Where did you get that? I can read that.
Are there a lot of those here that we should be worried about?
In the southern part of the province near the Sorrow Swamps, yes,
Okay.
there are quite a few.
So this box, I should shake it when there are guests nearby.
I think that's
They
Alright,
will go the other way. Where did we procure this one? I believe we procured this from a Shadarkai agent some time ago. Not one that we presume to be spies, but their camp was destroyed, and this was among the ruins.
Are there
Yeah.
Shatterkai in the refugee camp as well?
Most of the refugee camp are Shadarkai.
That
Oh.
box was given to bribe Einar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Taking bets now on who tries to keep the box and just sweet talk Einar.
Oh, it's just Demetra.
Just Dimitra.
It's 100% Demetra.
Yeah, in fact, I'd better hold on to that, I think.
No,
Jess is gonna put it in
it's
her
good against
pocket.
gas. I was the only one who was good against it. It's gonna hurt you.
It might hurt you too the next time you shake it, but if we are in danger from gas, we'll do it anyway. It's fine. And she's gonna go like this in her ear.
Heinrich was explaining the theory around the severing between the universes, and then when Grixon made his big move at the sacking of what is the Fey city? He points to Vigo and Demetra. Everson? Yes, am I saying this
yes,
correct?
Everson. Yes, that sounds
Right,
right.
right.
Sure.
It caused a sort of cascading effect where all of the rifts multiplied and started growing, but then they would also close and they would move, and very strange behavior, as if the planes themselves are twisting and pulling and contracting away and together.
Would this also explain pieces of the material plane appearing in different parts of the material plane?
Oh, does that have-
Theoretically,
Where have you seen that?
This whole continent that we've found ourselves on that popped into existence.
Oh, I didn't even think about it coming from another plane.
Well, I think from the same
ass-
plane, but if the plane itself is twisting and warping,
linear plane. That is possible. Yeah, there is a.
folded in on itself.
He once again starts moving about the study, looking at boards and flipping through things, and then he puts this paper up on the board, and it's looks like the series of sort of fractal figure drawings. There is a theory that the universe is actually a fractal shape, and that sometimes these planes can move
Okay,
and fit together.
this is very illuminating and everything, but it's extremely abstract, and I don't know what that has to do with anything that we're actually trying to accomplish. So let me ask a very concrete question. Who are the prisoners in the cellar?
They
and that doesn't matter to us, right?
I'm
most
just
of them-
curious about who
Get
you're
back to
keeping
it.
prisoner. It's freedom is very important to me, so I'm just curious.
Most of them are spies from the False Queen's army that we have captured.
Oh,
And
most
you
of them. What
they're
about the
spies?
I beg your pardon?
How did you confirm they were spies?
The insignia, the constantly raving about letting go of your grief.
Did they undergo a
They're not very
jury
good
of their
spies.
peers and have a full due process afforded to them?
No,
Or did you just
You
throw
never
them in
know.
jail?
These
What
could be
about the
very
ones-
awful vampires.
What about the ones who aren't spies?
One of them is a murderer and one of them is a thief.
What did the
Also-
thief? What did the thief do?
Stole?
He stole something.
What did he steal?
I don't think that you need that information.
Okay.
Again, I would posit the question: do you have a particular process for adjudicating guilt and innocence here, or is it just by fiat?
No, we have a constabulary. Why? Would you like to meet them?
No, I just want to make sure that you're not imposing your will upon these folks without
Oh,
having
no,
a-
of course not. We have a tribunal. Everything is decided by the people. We just house the prisoners here because it is the safest way.
Who did the murderer kill? Just out of curiosity. I have got a morbid curiosity about these kinds of things.
His wife.
Ooh. That sounds like a
That's
really good
not the reaction
story.
anyone was expecting.
You know,
Ooh,
Vigo's got
why
a
did
very
he kill
large
him?
vocabulary for someone for a very small intellect box.
I have no
Hey.
formal training in educational matters, but I'm well read in
Mhm.
story.
Okay, but
Would you
why
have
did he
any
kill his wife? What
objections?
happened?
Would you have any objections to us maybe interviewing one or two of the spies since we are trying to gain information? I mean, not you would not have to get involved. Do you see what I'm saying? You do not have to get involved
I'm
if
not
you
in
just
certain.
allow us to, talk to them.
I am unclear as to why that is that you need to do that.
Well, you don't
And
want to
what's
know, right? Because you don't want to get involved.
Yeah. You're not supposed to let us get involved on your behalf.
That.
I was once
Well,
in
not on your
prison.
behalf. No one has to know.
Why would you need to get involved? Why do you need to interview them? What do you have to gain?
Well, I don't know, but they have been close to the false queen. They could perhaps provide some information on the layout of her fortress, or just give us some insight as to how to beat her. Maybe I don't know,
Or we
but
could
you never know until you
steal their
ask.
uniforms so we can pretend to be spies later.
These spies have undergone some very deep magical alterations.
Brainwashing.
Yes.
Right. It is difficult to get a answer out of them that isn't parroting their false queen propaganda.
Gotcha.
And a few of them are quite adept at manipulation.
Mhm.
Now, we are impervious to this, you understand? It is one of the many benefits of the Dark Gift. I do not think that you would necessarily have this same resistance.
Can I ask you this? Did any of the prisoners have an odd heartbeat?
No.
Fair enough. Is there any chance that we stand to gain information from these prisoners about the false Raven Queen? If not, we should probably let this one lie fallow. Yes.
Yeah.
I could be persuaded to assist you in this endeavor.
I think
Sure.
we would be most appreciative, and your supervision would prevent us from asking any questions that you might find untoward.
Yes. You may not necessarily enjoy my methods, but I can at least assure you that there is no possible way that they will be able to deceive me.
Understood.
Okay.
All right.
There is one among them. You are... I have to ask, given the outfit, you are from Astra, yes?
Who?
Is that yes. Yeah.
This one again, the audience, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just checking.
Where do you fit into all of this? Because a lot of the prisoners, they were dressed like a little bit like that when we found them.
That makes sense. My family was pretty involved with the false Raven Queen, and I left them.
I see. So
No
you would know what
brainwashing for her. Nice and dirty brain. She's gonna toss over here a
you
little bit.
you would be familiar then that the scouting parties often have an archon on point, someone to navigate the void light. We have captured an archon, and I
Oh.
believe that he is privy to some information regarding a few missing citizens from our city. So I have had a mind to interrogate him. So I see this as potentially being a mutually beneficial
Yeah.
endeavor.
I'm also just morbidly curious if I recognize anyone.
Yeah. How long have you been away?
A few years.
Ooh. Much has changed from what I have been able to ascertain.
Hmm.
Did you have family there, friends?
Yeah, I still do. I mean, I think they're probably still friends, right? I don't know. Weird, right? You stop talking to people and then they get brainwashed potentially.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Difficult experience, yes.
Mhm.
So, to answer your question, Goat Girl, there are some spies in the dungeon for the most part. I will agree to assist you in questioning the Archon. Of all of them, he is most likely to have the pertinent information that you would be after anyway. I
Did
need
you
some.
catch him?
Our hunters.
Hunters, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear the
Okay.
question.
Like those people in
We.
the woods? Like those vampires in the woods that we
No, not quite. I can show you them too. He moves over to one of the windows and kind of points, and then out in like sort of the back courtyard area, down. You see what looks kind of like a rookery, but it's very big. Everybody know what a rookery is? I'm sorry, that's pretentious. Everybody know what a rookery is?
That's where you keep crows.
Yeah, they typically had like a pretty specific shape. And you could tell, oh, things that fly live in there. There's one
An
of those, but
aviary.
it's very large, and hanging from a bunch of the archways are very big bats. The ranger and probably Zenny, they would recognize them as dire bats.
Oh, dire bats!
Probably big enough for Demetra to ride on.
Oh,
I
Dimitra,
wouldn't
can I put
advise
you
it,
on one
but
of its back?
probably.
Let's see if it's strong enough to carry you. You can fly.
Okay.
These are a part of our hunting party, along with a number of the Firbolg as well. Actually,
That makes sense. We are very
they
good hunters.
work in tandem.
Well, that makes sense because then the Fearbolgs get the meat and you get the blood. Win-win.
Mhm. Win-win.
Hmm.
Are we
Okay.
ready to retire for the evening, perhaps?
Yeah, I have a date in the baths, so.
Yes, of course. Howdy.
Yes.
Is anyone here going to care about my little secret, as it were?
Heartbeat.
No, I do not. Not anyone here, anyway. It is possible some prejudices may still subsist down in the town, but no, the Linnea have had a difficult road. That, from what we understand, you are free to move about however you are comfortable.
And with that, Vigo will assume his true form, like, oh, thank you. It's benefits.
Yay! We hate that face.
We do hate that face.
This is much better.
We don't.
It's not a bad face.
It
No,
is
it's
actually
definitely
a
a bad
bad
face.
face in terms of
Actually.
the quality of the person, if not the
Mhm.
quality of its appearance.
We're
Odessa's
still
gonna
questioning
take her hands and squish
why
Vigo's
Vigo is
cheeks.
taking that face.
I like this face.
I prefer it as Well, it's just a question of keeping everyone here safe when we're out. And
About
about.
keeping face?
No, not at all. That's a poor pun, and I wish you retract it.
I wish you would retract it.
I thought it was a good pun, Dimitra.
I
It was a
I
Zeddy,
understood.
the more
I
I get to
understood
know
bad
you, the
jokes.
more I like you. This is very odd for me. I like a paladin. I like a paladin.
And Vigo and I are on the same team. What are the odds?
Things have taken
Um,
a dark turn.
I would submit that you were both often on the same team.
I don't agree. But nevertheless, how
As a literal
dear
third
friend.
party.
It has been a pleasure. And because you have been such a gracious host, you can in fact have my name. It is Vigo, and I will bid you adieu.
Much obliged, Vigo. It has been a pleasure. I hope you have a restful night.
I
Oh,
extend the greatest courtesies to someone that I know also has to face the prejudice of being thought of as a monster by outsiders.
This is true.
I guess if Vigo is leaving, so am I.
Yeah, I think
Where are we
same.
going?
Well, yes, retire. You have the run of the grounds, apart from the cellar and the tower. I will make arrangements for our interrogation. I
That's
think
what I was going to
first thing in the morning.
First thing.
And
Okay,
then-
so we will be going out about lunch then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now for a nightcap and a restful eve in what I hope is a comfortable bed.
Adieu. So long. Goodbye.
He remains in the study to keep milling about, doing whatever it is he's doing and jotting down notes and things. You will take note that he pulls out a leather-bound journal from his pocket and like writes a few things in it and puts it away as you guys are leaving. We headed back to the room to turn in.
Yeah. Vigo, where are we going? Why are we leaving? What's happening?
I'm tired. It's been
I
a
think
long
we were
night.
really going to bed.
Yeah, it's
Really?
there was no
We're-
ulterior motive there. I mean, we can go
We're not
have
up to anything?
not Dimitra. I cannot stress enough the precariousness of our position. While I am ever in favor of pilfering whatever ill-gotten goods we can put our hands on that will help further our own endeavors, this does not seem the most opportune time, and maybe we should actually enjoy a restful evening for once.
I do think we're like actually safe here.
Oh, he's growing up.
No, it's not a question of Vigo has been very conditioned towards survival, and his whole thievery has been the basis of survival and not like just
For
you know.
funsies.
Yeah, it's not a for fun thing. It's this is what I've had to do to live from day to day since I was a child. So it's while yes, I'm sure there are plenty of things to. There's plenty of mischief to get up to here, and we almost
I'll say.
certainly we could get away with it. I think we'd be better off resting this evening and attacking tomorrow with renewed purpose.
I'm so
know
glad
I
you
was
feel that way. Dimitra, Vigo's in charge. I won't be late. Okay, good night.
Okay, so
Fun.
who are you and what have you done with my best friend Vigo? What is happening right now?
I am a person that would like very much both of us to see the sunrise.
I know I was with you initially, but I do think he's correct.
I'm so confused right now.
I will gladly have a drink with you, but I do wish to avoid any confrontations with multiple vampires.
Yeah, that's the correct number of multiples.
Just
a lot.
so many vampires.
I assume even you, Demetra, can see the wisdom in this. Yes.
There's more vampires than there aren't.
I do. It just I'm just perplexed because it was such a purposeful um exit from our gracious host that I thought for sure you were up to something, but you are not, and I'm just wrapping my head around it.
I would
Lots of
actually
big
like to
changes
spend
lately.
some time with you all, not in the feeling like you are in constant danger. Is that enough of a reason?
Sure. Definitely. Odessa.
So no,
Oh, I'm
that's not
gone.
enough. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to go find his sister, right? Okay,
I'm
bye.
already gone. I left.
Yeah.
I said, good night. He's in charge. Listen to Vito. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, Vika, that is
Demetra.
a really.
Good.
I was just gonna say, look at you earning Odessa's trust.
It doesn't take a whole lot. It just requires not being a moron, it would seem.
I beg your pardon. I am
He
not.
trusts
a
you,
moron.
so you're not a moron. Look, I think we just haven't had an opportunity to have a nice, safe time together for an evening in a long, long time. We seem to have been
I mean,
in mortal peril for a
Every
while.
second of every day.
Since I met you guys, we haven't rested safely.
Correct. So,
Okay, but are we really safe when we're resting in a castle full of vampires?
you
I mean,
know,
we can lock the door. We can I can chain the door closed.
as long as we don't.
The doors, I will note the doors have substantial locks.
Yes.
Okay,
Look,
but this house belongs to the vampire who
Yes,
is our
we know.
host.
we
So
can't
I
like
don't think we
not
have to
invite them
invite
in.
him
Yes,
in.
look, I as much as this pains me to admit, I trust Healthy.
Really?
I understand what it's like to be monstrous on the outside, and be accommodating
I did draw him pretty charming.
with some interiority. Now, mind you, I didn't roll an insight check at any point of the evening, but
Fat lot of good it would have done you, am I right?
right. I don't. If he meant to harm us, it would have been far easier to dispose of us before now. What game could he be playing by entertaining us, putting us up in his castle? I mean, we were literally at the mercy of feral vampires. He brought us to safety, welcomed us into his home. In a town full of vampires, he could have, consumed
You
us.
weren't drugged at dinner. Like there were so many opportunities.
I think for this evening, at least. I'm not saying that he doesn't ultimately have ulterior motives for us, but I don't believe they involve feeding upon us, at least not this evening.
Speak for yourself.
Whatever that's her prerogative.
Get it, Odessa. Get it, Odessa.
But why don't we just sit down and have a nice, safe and secure evening, and where we're not either mourning the loss of someone or the loss of our innocence or arguing about lying to each other, and
You could do that again.
just have a drink. When was the last time we did that?
This is just very strange to me. But I think I would be more into it if I could actually taste the drinks that I
That's
was having.
entirely fair, and I can understand that. Yes.
If we rest safely, I can prepare to remove a curse, and we can see if it fixes your taste buds.
There's that. Yes.
That's a thing you can do.
That's a thing I can do.
You are
Maybe.
you are
Don't-
just now You were just now saying these words
That's
with
what I'm
your
saying,
mouth
is that we've
to
not
my
had
face.
we've not
Right,
had
we
an
haven't been
opportunity
able to
do
safely
this.
rest.
Yes, we've been on the lam. I mean, I know
In
you
all
and I
of
are
this
used to that.
time that we have known each other, there was not a single moment that you could use your mouth parts to say this to mine ears.
I think you could use this opportunity to summon the most inedible yet drunkenness-inducing alcohol you can while you still can't taste it.
Yes, and then tomorrow morning, after we safely rest, I can try my spell.
And then we'll go talk to the refugees. And then we'll go down to the cellar.
Assuming
to the
that we
cellar
can
to
get
the
past the
interrogation
hangover.
first.
Yes.
Interrogation first.
Yeah, he said sunrise.
You're not here, Odessa.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
We do interrogations first thing in the morning with vile headaches that make us want to strike at those prisoners. And then, after a greasy sop of food and some hair of the dog, we go talk to the refugees.
All right, deal.
The mage hands have, in the midst of this conversation, poured some beverages for our three party members who I presume have gone back to the guest suite. Or the parlor. Fuck, I don't care. You can go wherever you want, except for the cellar or the tower. Odessa,
The
you
West
go
Wing.
back. Yeah, you go back. You go back down the hall towards the baths, and you don't see anybody. Give me a perception check.
Is she invisible? This will be fun.
Ayo.
Do with your hands.
18.
Yeah, you don't see anybody. What do you do?
I go take a bath.
Okay. Give me another con save. Or no, it was a wisdom save. Wisdom save. Give me another wisdom save.
Ooh. That's a 3 on the die. 7.
Oh man. So as you're in the bath, you can conjure up whatever image of fantasy medieval style bath shower contraption. You can figure out what that is for you, so that is your ideal. But there's steam. It's hot, and you can feel it like getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
So water
And-
starts boiling.
Yeah, but it's not bothering you. But you get this really sort of like heady kind of feeling. It's making you like a little lightheaded and a little dizzy,
Yeah.
and your vision actually starts to blur. And you glance over the halberd. I'm presuming that you kind of leaned it very delicately in some place, with your clothing and your armor.
Probably within reach, if possible.
Yeah, more or less. It typically has this sort of amber hue to it. This, it looks like embers that haven't quite cooled. Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
As you can kind of start, how when you get vertigo and you can kind of hear your heartbeat in your ears, kind of that sensation, and you see that color starts to change. And it loses all of its saturation and it turns white.
Mm.
Give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Uh-oh. Wow.
21.
You slip but catch yourself as Hyella appears behind you and
She
goes to bite you.
Ah!
And that's where we'll end this week.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ouch. You didn't say she bit me, though. You said she was
She
going
goes to
bite
bite you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's important.
There's layers of things here. We've layered it up. So there we go. That's it for this week, kiddos. Dynamite session. I enjoyed it. I hope you did. Things are getting. I'm very excited about where we are and what's happening.
I think we all turned.
Well, that's
into
all I got.
dolphins.
That's all I got. What's next? What do we got coming up? We got a one shot coming up.
One shot this month is not going to be until the very end of the month, Thanksgiving weekend on the 30th.
That's D&D, right?
Yes, and it is a D&D game, so I think that's maybe not the 30th, maybe the 28th. We were talking about both the 28th and the 30th. I think it's going to be on the 28th. That's a Friday in just about 2 weeks. So that'll be fun. Evan is running that game for us. Also, we are back to Plaguebound next Tuesday. Check us out on our socials. That'll be up next, and go to our merch store, ttrpgswag.com/pages/Grimstone Gaming, or you can just go to TTRPG Swag and search the partner pages for Grimstone Gaming.
Well, for myself, Erika, Katie, Meg, and James, thanks for hanging out with us, and never stop playing. Good night.
Right.